We are live and back for another little Carpe Diem moment. I think I say this every time, and I really need to figure out the name for it, but here we are for today's live training. We'll give you all a minute to log in, and I'm just going to share this on a couple of my pages. While I'm doing that, be sure to say hello and what's the temperature where you are today? Say hello and let me know what the temperature is wherever you are today. It's actually rather warm here today. It's a little overcast, but it's pretty warm. So say hello, where you're logging in from, what the temperature is, and then we're going to get started with today's message in just a moment. I just have a couple quick shares to do, and if you have any friends, family, coworkers, colleagues that you want to invite to join in with today, I'd love for you to do that. You're definitely more than welcome to do so. And then we'll get started. Just two more. 34. Heather says it's 34. Hey, Heather, how are you? 34 degrees. Where is it 34 at, Heather? Where are you at? Sure. Oh, shit. That's the wrong button. Okay, I think this is the last one. Cool. We're ready to go. Okay. Mary, hey, Mary, how are you? Good to see you on here. Stacy, Lisa, hello. Cynthia, good to see you on here. 2 degrees. Geez, my knees. I can't even imagine what 2 degrees would feel like. It was in the low 50s, high 40s this morning when I went to the gym, which is pretty damn chilly for Southern California. All right, let's dive into today's message. To become unstoppable, you must get unstuck. First of all, I want to thank you all for being here today and taking a little time of your Thursday if you're watching this live or whatever day of the week it is for you. My name is Jesse Brisendine. If I haven't had the pleasure to meet you in person, and it is an honor to share this time and space with you. The reason I wanted to share this message with you today is quite a few of my coaching clients will reach out to me initially because they find themselves stuck someplace in life and they want to get unstuck. They want something more, something different, but they're not quite sure what that is. And part of the reason they're not quite sure what that is because when you're stuck, you're trapped, your vision's limited. It's like saying that here's your full available field of vision, but we're going to just limit it to this. And so you can only see what's usually in front of you, which is what you've always known and which is what you're always familiar with. The other day I was walking by and I heard this buzzing, just like a buzz, 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 really loud, really pronounced. And I started looking around and I looked up and I saw a fly trapped in the spider's web. And I always have conflicting things about this, about interfering in nature and the progression of things. And I immediately feel this emotional pull towards the fly, and I feel myself be conflicted because I recognize that that's how the spider gets its food and so on and so forth. Maybe some of you have ever had that challenge, but for whatever reason, I felt compelled to observe, and not to observe to see if the spider came out, but just the fly was buzzing so loud, and it was a much louder buzz than I felt like I'd heard from flies trapped before in spider webs. Maybe it's just my imagination, my hallucination, but this fly was really buzzing, and you could just tell that it was trying so furiously to get out of the web, to try to live, to try to get unstuck. And I watched this interaction happening for a moment and was looking around to see the spider come, and the spider never came. I don't know if the spider was taking a nap. I don't know if the spider had gone on vacation. I don't know if the spider had abandoned that home for its summer home or its winter home or whatever the case may be, but the spider wasn't around. But the fly was still fighting furiously. I mean, it was really going. And so because the spider wasn't there, I went up as delicately as I could without harming the web. In the event the spider did come back to its winter home or if it did wake up from a nap, and I helped the fly get free. Now, you would think that when the fly, having expended so much energy trying to get out, would be out, it would immediately be tired and it would go and rest. But what I saw was this fly got released and it buzzed back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then it took off, and I watched it for a little bit as far as I could, maintain eye contact. I'm not keeping eye contact with the fly, but as long as I could keep eyes on the fly, I could track it. I could keep my eye on it. It was still going. I don't know when it finally slowed down or it stopped or it relaxed or whatever flies do to regain their energy, but it kept going. And I thought, my gosh, what a beautiful metaphor for life. See, so often in life, we find ourselves stuck and we find ourselves stuck in the spider web. Now, we may not realize it with the fervor that the fly did in life or death scenario, but I think for many of us, when we're stuck, the spider is always coming for us. Now, how the spider shows up may come in different ways, shapes, or forms. It may not necessarily be a spider, but it might be poor health. It might be struggles in relationship. It might be staying in a job or career that doesn't fulfill you, and you wake up dreading going there, and you go to bed dreading having to get up and go to it again. It's the spider's coming for you in the form of just going through the motions, staying complacent, going through the same, having this literally be a Groundhog Day experience where every day you're going through the same motions over and over again. And at the end of the day, you never feel really fulfilled, accomplished, happy, or any of the good stuff in life. Your life becomes something that you live for the vacation that you take, but leading up to the vacation, it's stressful. When you're almost done with vacation, it's stressful because you don't want to have to go back to the reality of it all. And then when you get back, there's that depression after the vacation because you're thinking, gosh, now I have to wait another year to be able to do the vacation again. Life is not meant to be lived that way, yet so many of us will live our lives in the spider web, buzzing around, trying to get free, but we don't know how to get out. And if I could suggest to you all this, if you've resonated with this little short story at all, or if it's connected with you, or someone that may connect with it, it's this. Life doesn't happen in the spider web. The spider web is, when you end up in the spider web, that's where you go to die. That's where it will slowly zap the energy out of you until something comes to get you, the spider, or until you eventually just give up and you're so exhausted that you quit. And that's it. That's all. We're out and become worm food like the fly would have. Life happens outside of the spider web. That's where the freedom exists. That's where you're able to be like the fly and you can come and go to wherever you want to go. You can explore and see whatever it is you want to do. You can pursue whatever it is you're the most passionate about, you're the most interested in. It's the most purposeful and resonating to you. You can travel, you can explore, you can start your business, you can grow your business, you can earn the income you want to earn, pursue the level of health you want to pursue, the relationship, create the relationship you want to have. You can't do those things in the spider web. Because when you're stuck, again, our vision goes like this, and you're only thinking about those few things, and you miss out all that's around you. As silly as it sounds, if I can encourage any of you on here who might find yourself in a stuck space, it's this: to be more like the fly. Not the fly in the web, but if you are in the web and you recognize it, approach it with the same tenacity that the fly did to try to get out. If you feel like you can't get it out, if you feel like you're unable to get out, reach out to someone to help you. Reach out to myself, reach out to somebody else who does some of the similar work that I do to help, because your life is far too precious and short to waste any more time of it stuck in a web. What I really encourage you, though, is to be more like the fly outside of the web. Make it a point to get unstuck, and then fly away with the same fervor and excitement that the fly did. Allow yourself to explore and go and see and do the things that you've always wanted to do and have always been on your heart all along. This doesn't mean it's a radical change, like you have to pick up and pack up and move across the country or across the world. Sometimes people confuse change and getting unstuck with those types of things, and that may be the case for you. But what this is really about more than anything is living life on your terms. Not how somebody told you should live it, not how mom, dad, society, or anything else tells you. This is about really looking yourself in the mirror, having eye-to-eye contact with the person you see, and identifying very clearly what it is that you want out of your life. How do you want to live your life? What does life on your terms look like? If you could live your ultimate life in any way, shape, or form, what would that be? And see, when you get unstuck and you get out of the web, you have the freedom to go do and create that. But if you remain in the web, you will always be restricted, and probably even more importantly, you're going to be fighting that delicate place of running out of energy and becoming exhausted, or just holding on till the spider comes to get you. That's what I have for you all today. Was this helpful at all? Did this resonate with you? I'd love for your feedback. Put an an emoji button or a comment. Let me know if this was helpful, if it resonated. If you have any questions at all about this, I'm happy to answer them. You can leave them in the comments. I'll circle back around, or you can message me and I will get right back to you. Also, if you want to dive a little deeper into this, or you are someone who is stuck and want some help getting unstuck so that you can live an unstoppable life, please message me. It's closing. 2018 is coming to close. 2019 is on the horizon. We say it all the time, but at any given time from now on, the next year of your life can be the best year of your life. And the first decision to make that happen is always up to you. So I encourage you all, if this is on your heart and it's resonated, reach out, get some help, get some support. Let's get you out of that web and set you free. All right, everyone. We'll see you next time. Take care. Sending lots of love to you all. Bye-bye.